Hello everyone, if you haven't met me, I am Rishabh, your Sports and Student Development Officer, and I am here on day 2 of a jam-packed week, Refreshers 2021. I am sorry we couldn't be together in the Richmond building, but we have to stay safe and make the most out of what we can. We're going to kick the year off with one of our amazing student groups, even in lockdown. You can still find a community and do something different with all of our student groups, continuing with activity online. Whether you love sport like me, fancy volunteering, or want to try something brand new, Bristol SU has something for you. Take some time to check out our Refreshers portal where you can learn more or keep watching for an intro into some of our groups. Let's start out saying hello to Pit Stop, Cricket, and your Multi-Faith Network Chair, Kavya.
Pit Stop are a Uni of Bristol SU society. We're a charity who run day trips for children with learning disabilities.
And our trips are all run on a one-to-one basis, so students buddy up with kids from the community, and the children are like 11 to 18-year-olds with quite a range of different needs and disabilities. So it's really great that our students can get a DBS completely free through the SU. And normally this would cost, I think, £40, so it's really great that we can get that for free through the SU.
So it's a great opportunity that the SU offer us, and it's a lot of paperwork and things. It's amazing that students can just come to the SU and fill in all the paperwork here, and then the SU sort everything else out for you.
So I think it's really easy as a student to just get into quite a bubble where you're only around other students, whereas with Pit Stop you can get out and really benefit people in the community and know that you're really making a difference.
Hi everyone, I'm Gavya and I'm the chair of the Multi-Faith Network. The Multi-Faith Network is a social space for students from faith backgrounds and faith identities. So if you're already part of a faith society, then please join us on the Multi-Faith Network page on the Bristol SU website for free, just to keep up with the events and things that we've got going on. We put on virtual safe spaces, panel events, collaborations with other networks, and it's just a really good way to get to know other students who may come from a similar background to you, and also to learn about people from different backgrounds and different cultures. If you're not really sure where you stand on the faith spectrum, and you're not really sure if you're eligible to join, then still be part of the conversation. You can follow us on @BristolMultifaith on Instagram and our Facebook page to keep up with everything that's going on campus, and just come and be part of a conversation. Our main aim this year is to try and fight prejudice and discrimination by talking about different issues that face different cultures. So please come join us and just get in touch to see and meet a load of other students who are on campus too.
I love seeing what all of our groups are all about and what they have planned. But now, I think it's time to see some of our amazing groups in action. Coming up is a performance from Music Theatre Bristol, an absolute classic, Mary Poppins.
Children, I'm dreadfully sorry about earlier. I have something for you.
Our kite!
However did you mend it?
With tuppence for paper and strings, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in flight, with your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. When you send it flying up there, all at once you're lighter than air. You can dance on the breeze over houses and trees with your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Quick, read it in.
I can't, it's stuck.
The wind is dropping.
Allow me.
Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Oh, let's go fly a
My question was, which is my favorite society?
Or what society did you wish you'd tried?
Did I wish I tried? Oh, okay. So my favorite, those are two-part questions. So my favorite society, of course, it goes without saying, is East African society, which culture, diversity represents not only students who hail from the country, but students who have an interest in the region. We do know we are one of the 7 wonders of the world, world-based migration. So make sure you check out the East African region. Big up. And then the one society that I wish I could have joined is horse riding society. I feel like I would have really enjoyed horse riding and being top sport.
Yeah, and someone needs to buy Julio a horse.
Well, the society that I wish I could have tried, and I think I will when I go back and finish my master's, is hot air ballooning. So if we're buying Julio a horse, I don't know if we could maybe throw a hot air balloon in with it. I don't know if the two could be combined in some way. I'm not an expert in either, but I do feel like there's space to combine. So hot air balloon society, watch out, I'm coming.
Yeah, you can improve the postgrad experience by getting all postgrads in the balloons.
All postgrads in a balloon by 2021. That's not a long time.
Yeah, my vote.
Thank you. Rochelle, what about you?
So again, I obviously have to give a big shout out to East African Society, molding the leaders of tomorrow. But if there was a society that I wish I could join, it would be either Quidditch or trampolining. They both just look really fun, and I've always wanted to like bounce on a trampoline and go really high.
I almost broke my neck when trampolining in school. I'm terrified.
Oh my days!
Whiplash.
So what society would you choose, Jason?
Oh, good question. What's it called? Favorite society? I have to give a shout out to Dramsoc and Debate. my two forevers and evers. But which one I try out? I think I'm kind of tempted to do athletics and cross country because health is wealth. But what's it called? I'm back into my running. And I feel like running with friends is probably better than running alone. So who knows? Ruth?
Oh, obviously my shout out for the society has got to be Bristol Cut the Rent, fighting the good fight, fighting for cheaper rents all across the city and in university halls. Thank you. But yeah, what I want to do is I actually want to do sport. Rashab, you need to get me into sport, like honestly. But yeah, I used to play cricket as a kid, like when I was like until I was 11, and then I gave up, and I actually want to try again. So maybe when I go back to finish my degree, I will join cricket.
All right. Well, I'm sure the cricket team will have space for you, Ruth.
Oh, thanks, hon. I hope so. Who hasn't gone? David, have you gone?
I haven't gone. Since we're doing shout outs, I'm going to do a shout out for Amnesty and Student Action for Refugees, both banging societies. But if I could have my time again and join a society, it would be something crafty. I really want to learn like a crafty skill, like pottery or knitting, crochet. I just want to be like a knitting granny in a chair and make stuff with my hands. I think that'd be maybe woodwork. Although my dad always wanted me to get into woodwork and work out.
Sorry, can I just say, everyone else has done a shout out. I didn't get to do a shout out. Shout out Epigram. I had a great time. I didn't do any news. I just wrote my articles about film, lived my best life. Shouts to them. I didn't realize we were doing shout outs, so sorry.
Our shout outs are all definitely going to be cut out.
Roy, is it your go? Have you gone?
No, I don't think Roy's gone.
Has he frozen?
He's frozen for me. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, lost for best, obviously. So shout out, obviously, East African Society. What can I say? You know, Home Away from Home is the best. There's nothing else really. And also Law Club. Law Club was pretty sick, not gonna lie. Immense amounts of stress being on the committee, but all love, really, really useful. Two societies that I really would have joined, and they kind of both like play off each other. Hot air ballooning, just sick views, want to be up in a basket, like helium, fat ass balloon, just taking me around the city. And photography, like I find photography really sick, and like just learning how to actually take photos properly and like, you know, like exposure and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it would be sick to just be in a balloon taking pictures of stuff, really.
I love how Roy thinks it's just a massive helium balloon.
It's not even helium, bro.
They just,
see,
like,
that's why I need to go to the society. I need to learn these things.
they just like set the balloon on fire. I don't know how it works. I also don't know.
Hot air makes balloon rise.
Hot air, raw, allow it.
Science.
Yeah.
And students.
I did an arts degree, okay? I don't need to understand how air works.
That's why we have Rashad.
Engineer.
I can give you guys a little presentation in the office later on if you like.
Upskill.
ProPrep provides online video tutorials customized to your exact STEM syllabus. At ProPrep, we go through the different syllabus of each course with each department of each university and assemble a range of video tutorials customized to your STEM modules. ProPrep.
Next up, let's take a look at what men's hockey have been up to this year so far. We are also coming at you with some well-being tips from our student living officer, Ruth Day.
Hi, my name's Kincaid and I'm the club captain for the University of Bristol Men's Hockey Club. The club prides itself on being welcoming, inclusive and open to all abilities. We have 6 teams that range from performance, competing in the England Hockey National League, through to development.
This year has brought increased challenges for the mental health of our members. So to make sure we're equipped to deal with them, the majority of the committee has undertaken the Mind Mental Health in Sport Awareness course. What we've learnt from this is fed through to our main pastoral scheme for the year, the father-son pairings. This year it's been a great success.
Over the first lockdown, the club ran a charity initiative to raise money for developing countries affected by COVID-19. Over 30 members ran every day for a month, accumulating 5,000 kilometres and raising £4,500. This also worked as a great way to keep the club members active and connected during lockdown, helping to foster a virtual community.
Every year, we fundraise for the Movember charity aimed at supporting men's mental and physical health. We use this to engage our members and foster our community through running fundraising events and growing our facial hair out in solidarity. Last year, we raised an outstanding £6,500 and this year we are set to top that.
Cool, so 3 top tips for looking after your well-being. The first one I'd say is don't push yourself too hard with uni. Take time for yourself, take a bit of a break if you're starting to struggle with your work, because ultimately your mental health is way more important than your grades. My second top tip is get involved in an SU society or sports club. Having a community of people around you which you can share interests with is really, really good for your mental health. And my third top tip is if you're struggling with anything, don't be afraid to reach out. The university has a point called Wellbeing Access where you fill in a form and then they can work out which support is best for you. Don't sort of sit on what's going on with you. all the stuff you're going through is really valid, and there are lots of staff here at the uni who really want to help you.
Thank you for those lovely tips, Ruth. I feel like we could all use some of them. Coming up next, we've got a taste of everything. Check out this intro to Ultimate Frisbee, the Bristol Housing Co-op, and one of my favorites, the Bristol Hot Air Ballooning Society.
Ultimate Frisbee is a fast-paced, inclusive sport that has similarities with netball, American football and basketball. It's played on a grass pitch with 2 end zones and teams of 7, with indoor and outdoors across 3 divisions, women's, men's and mixed. Enjoyable and easy to pick up, it's ideal for beginners and for those wanting to try something new.
At Bristol Uni Ultimate Frisbee, Mythigo is our club name, we run multiple different trainings throughout the week, either on the Downs or at Coombe Dingle. With different memberships on offer, you can get as involved in the performance side of things as you want to be. We participate in Bucks Leagues, really fun beginners tournaments, and even national university championships. Everyone is welcome, even complete beginners.
We also organise lots of socials, so it's a perfect place to make new friends and get involved. From charity shop socials to the infamous 3-pint challenge, to Zoom workouts and quizzes, we've got you covered. Even though socialising looks a bit different these days, you can be sure of a welcoming community and lasting friendships, with or without trips to lounge.
With the ever-changing pandemic, we're constantly evolving and improving our plans for the club. Training will hopefully resume next term in line with government guidance. We're also hoping to play friendly games against nearby university and club teams later this year. All our socials are online for now, but these should change and become in person should the COVID situation change.
We look forward to welcoming new members in 2021, so if you're interested, please join our Facebook group for more details.
We are Bristol Student Housing Co-op,
a group of students looking to build a network of democratically run student housing in Bristol.
We believe that everyone should have a safe, secure and affordable home.
Setting up a housing co-op is one of the ways we can achieve this. Housing co-ops are run by the tenants themselves. Therefore, the incentive that exists for private landlords to cut costs by not carrying out maintenance and hike up rents to increase profits disappears because the tenants are in control.
Tenants work together through democratic means to decide what happens to the property, providing affordable and good quality housing.
Student housing in Bristol can be expensive, inaccessible and poor quality.
The negligence and abuses of power by some landlords and letting agencies has been particularly highlighted through the treatment of student tenants throughout the COVID-19 pandemic.
A fairer system, owned and run by and for students, is where we can start correcting this imbalance.
We'd love it if you'd join us as a member of the co-op for the nominal sum of £1.
Or get involved in our working groups and support us through the next stage of our campaign as we look for our new home.
Thanks for joining me today, but be sure to tune in tomorrow to meet 2032's President Julio Mokok, our Union Affairs Officer.